Today we're looking at the Zone 360 home and business security system and cameras and home automation. There's a heap of accessories, and starting off with the 360 Defender alarm system. So there's two models. We have the Wi-Fi version over here, which just operates on Wi-Fi. It's a self-monitored alarm system, which means you can monitor on the smartphone, but it cannot be monitored by a security monitoring center, which may be an insurance or workplace health and safety requirement. So that's the cheapest system. That's sort of a basic home security setup. In that, it includes a PIR motion detector, a door sensor, and a remote control. And that's in the starter kit, so you can add more accessories to that. Moving on is the Professional series, or the Professional wireless alarm system. Now, both of these systems are completely wireless and battery operated. The actual panels, you do plug them into power, but they do have a battery backup. So if a criminal cuts your power or your power goes out, then there is a battery backup, so the alarm system still will work. With the difference with the Professional system is it has 4G or 3G network, like a mobile phone SIM card or a monitoring plan, and it also has Wi-Fi as well. So the advantage of this system, the Professional one, over the Wi-Fi, is if your Wi-Fi goes down, your alarm system goes down. However, on the Professional system, it has mobile data backup, so it also has a battery backup. So if criminals cut your power to your property, your Wi-Fi will go out and your alarm system will go out. But luckily with this system, you have a battery backup and you also have mobile data backup if the Wi-Fi goes out. So it will still let the monitoring center know, or let you know on your smartphone app, or call you to let you know there's an alarm. The accessories for this is a motion detector, a door detector or door sensor, 2 remote controls, an RFID tag for disarming the alarm system. You have your panel obviously, and then you can add more accessories to that. Now, this system can be monitored by a security monitoring firm, which is very important if you want to meet insurance requirements or workplace health and safety requirements for a business. And it doesn't have to be monitored professionally. So you can monitor it on the smartphone app yourself, and you can just leave it like that. Or if you want it to be monitored professionally, you can monitor it, have a security monitoring center monitor the alarm system for you, as well as have the phone app to monitor it yourself. So DIY monitoring. Now, if we look at some of the accessories, we've got a lot. Now, the good thing about this is they all operate on the same mobile phone app. So the biggest problem with security systems and cameras and smart home automation, they all have different apps. You can never buy one brand of products that just everything operates on the one app integrated in one system. And this does that, and that's really good. So if we look at the perimeter security, we've got security cameras to start with. Now, this is an indoor camera, the smaller one. You can actually mount it upside down onto walls, or you could just put it on a desk and plug it into power. It does require a USB charger, 12 volt power. Just plug it into a USB point and that will work. And all of these cameras have PTZ, which is pan, tilt, zoom, and this one here actually has motion tracking. So if someone's walking around the house, it'll actually follow them, and it actually turns the little turret and it will follow them. So really affordable, great, easy, quick, easy camera to set up without having to do any hard wiring. These two cameras are your outdoor cameras. Now, this one is a PTZ, but you do require a power point. It's a great affordable camera for outdoors, but you do need power, and if it's in a shed or somewhere where there is power, that might work for you, but a lot of people don't generally have power available. So what we recommend is spending a little bit more money and get the solar powered version. So the solar powered version is it has a lithium battery built into it, and it runs on solar. It'll be on standby for 365 days without recharging, and then it does use the solar to charge the batteries and operate the camera. So super simple, literally four screws to mount it onto the wall, and download the app, and you're up and running with that in less than 10 minutes basically. So no installation costs of hard wiring cables. Very quick, very easy, great sort of add-on to your security systems for surveillance and using that evidence to catch criminals. So if we move on to some more perimeter security, these are the outdoor detectors, and we've got some door locks and things as well. So first of all, these are brilliant. So what these are is a infrared beam. So you would put these along the perimeter, like where your fence or gate is. You'd put one on one side of the property and the other one on the other, and they run beams across. And if someone breaks those beams, it will set the alarm system off. So really good for preventing criminals from getting into the property inside the building. They might get into the property perimeter and the alarm system will go off. So really great. Now these are the same. These have a 90-meter distance, or up to 90 meters. So massive distance. The problem is though, you do need power for these. So if you don't have power available, then you would need to install power, which is it's not always a simple DIY. These ones here are actually solar powered with batteries. So they're literally plug and play. You mount them, you set them up, and you don't need power. They're so good. So a little bit less distance, I think up to around 20 meters for these, but absolutely brilliant for stopping criminals from actually getting inside your building, as soon as they break start trespassing on the property. This detector here is an outdoor motion detector. It does require power as well, but it's a really, really good motion detector for outdoor environments. It doesn't get set off by sunlight or have false alarms. It does have a wide spectrum beam, whereas these are just a straight line from point A to point B. This, you could mount it in a driveway or garage or somewhere, and it would pick up a very wide area. Moving on to more perimeter security is some door locks. Now, these are not your average door lock. They're a biometric smart lock. They're basically the same as a normal household lock, and it's just a simple quick changeover from your existing door lock setup or handle. And they do come in different variations, but that's just the standard one. The advantage of these, you have a biometric fingerprint lock, so you can unlock it without a key. They do have a built-in battery with them. You can also use an RFID card to unlock them. You do have a backup key as well in case everything else fails. And you can actually unlock them with the smartphone app. So if someone needed to get into your house, or an office worker, or one of your children left their keys or locked themselves out, they could get in remotely, or you could actually use the app to unlock it for them. So that's a brilliant setup. And similar, moving on to some more perimeter things, is a biometric fingerprint padlock. Great for quick, easy access without keys. And then we have the intercom. So this is a camera, has a built-in camera, motion detector on it. It takes photos of people or videos. At the door, you can have a two-way conversation with them through the intercom on your app. Very easy, plug and play, battery operated. Batteries last a long time, so it's a really quick and easy setup for an intercom. Now, some other accessories we have for the system. You have this is like a doorbell, like a chime. So great for a retail shop, an office, at home, maybe just letting someone know that they're there. And I'll just move over to some of the other critical accessories for the alarm system. Now, you really need an outdoor siren and an indoor siren. Now, the good thing is the alarm systems have a built-in siren for the indoor setup, and it's quite loud. It is always good to add more indoor sirens. the high-pitched sound of it actually disorientates and disrupts the thought process of criminals that stand there for too long with it going off. So the louder it is, the better, basically. But when it comes to outdoor sirens, they actually have a built-in strobe, and this is to get the attention of neighbours or people passing by, police, security, anyone that's basically monitoring or looking for the alarm or just drives past. Now, this one has an inbuilt solar panel, so it doesn't require power. A little bit more expensive, but then this one does require power, but it doesn't have any solar, but it does require just a plug and play 12 volt or power point. Now, there's some other accessories here. The first one is actually an indoor siren. So that's the great thing about these. These are all different detectors, and they all look the same. So it doesn't look like an alarm system, which is good because you don't want criminals knowing where the siren is or where the alarm system is so they can try and tamper with it. The first one is an indoor siren. The second one is a gas detector. And the third one is actually a signal repeater. So if you have a 2-story house or a 3-story house or a big office or a big business, and you want to increase the range, the wireless range of all the detectors for a big property, and the signal repeater will actually allow you to do that. So really great feature. And then you have the smoke alarms as well. Okay. Now, some other accessories for the alarm system is a keypad. So it's really great if you've got a 2-story property. You might have your alarm system. You might have your alarm system upstairs, and then for the downstairs section, you might just have a keypad for quick entry and disarming the system. On multiple levels or different entry and exit points. Moving on to some of the detectors. Now, these are some of the indoor detectors. So these are a new technology or a new style which actually saves you money. So the first one is actually a motion detector and a door sensor in one. So typically you would have a door sensor on every outdoor door, and you'd have a motion detector in every room. Well, this combines both of those technologies in the one device, which will save you money buying multiple accessories. The next one is actually a vibration detector and door sensor. So I would use this on a safe or a vault. So if you have a safe with money in it or whatever your valuables, you can put this on the door of the safe. If anyone opens the safe, it's going to alert you. And if anyone tries to cut or grind through the safe to break into the safe, it'll pick up on the vibration. You can also use these for doors. If people try and kick in doors or sets off vibration, it will pick up that as well. And they're a great 2-in-1 feature as well. Moving on, this is a water detector, so it's great for bathrooms or laundries or anywhere that you suspect there could be flooding. It'll actually let you know if it picks up water and if there's any leaking or flood detection. Moving on to some of these other motion detectors. So these are probably the higher end motion detectors for indoors. Now, the first one is a pet-friendly motion detector. So if you have pets at home and you've gone to work or whatnot, then you can still have your system armed, and it won't be set off by your pets, but it will be set off by a bigger object like a human. The next one is this is one of the highest quality motion detectors we have, and this is a triple Doppler. It basically has 3 different systems built into it to avoid false alarms and also avoid people from trying to hack your system or disrupt it with basically different types of tools that you can criminals may try to use to override your system so it doesn't set off the alarm. Now, the great thing about this system, which I didn't mention, is it has frequency hopping frequency hopping radio, basically communication with the devices. So once again, if a criminal has some tools to try and take over the alarm system remotely and stop it, prevent it from setting off an alarm, then this will be jumping between different frequencies to prevent that. So it's a high quality, high grade system. We also have SOS or panic buttons. You can have these under desks or somewhere that you know, in a business or environment or somewhere where you might need a quick button to let emergency services know. And that's most of the accessories for the alarm system. Now we do have some smart home automation accessories. Now the first one is just temperature monitoring. So it has temperature, humidity. It's basically just like a little bit of a mini indoor weather station. And we've got some Wi-Fi plugs, like PowerPoint plugs. So you just plug this in, and then you can actually control any devices that you've plugged into this via the app, and you can turn them off. You can set different sort of programming where you might want it to come on at a certain time and turn off at a certain time. Now this is a Wi-Fi infrared remote control. So basically what this does is it can control air conditioners, TVs, and a lot of different devices remotely via the one app. Now, what you can do is, let's just say the temperature gets, it's too cold or it's too hot. You can actually use this and these products to actually turn your aircon off at a certain temperature, or turn your aircon on, or control TVs or any devices. Basically, you can set up all different programming. So there's a heap of different features and things that can make your life easier and more efficient, and also save power. So that's it for today's demo of some of the accessories that we have.